The heat wave is really prevailing, and the whole world was really suffering from heat waves. But how the heat wave is affecting our nutrition and what to do to avoid the negative repercussions of hot weather. To answer these questions, we do have a specialist, and we are very much delighted to have with us Dr. Nahla Bakri, our nutritionist and our behavior change expert. Thank you very much for being with us, Dr. Nahla.
Thank you.
Let's start with this very important question: how heat is affecting our nutrition?
Well, sometimes it affects it in a good way that we feel like we want to eat more fruits or juices. This is the problem. It's like people feel like it's okay to drink more juices because it's hot, while they really need to drink more water more than juices, because if you drink a lot of juices, especially the processed juices, then you're actually just drinking sugar, pure sugar, the whole day, which is, not really good. Another way it affects our nutrition is that usually you feel like lethargic, you feel tired, so you don't want to eat, and then you start eating at night, and you eat too much food at night, which is not supposed to happen.
Sure.
Actually, you're supposed to benefit from the heat when you eat lighter meals.
Let's start first with the elderly people and the children, because I think they are more exposed to danger because of heat. What to do to avoid any dangers regarding our nice old guys or our babies?
The most important thing is that we regulate our meals and our fluids. We just don't let it go like that, the whole day just going and I'm just reacting to the heat. No, I have a plan from the morning. I have a thermos, I have a water bottle with me. As you see, I'm always carrying my water bottle. I have my lemon, my ginger, or any kind of fruits that I like. I also eat lighter meals during the day, like I eat yogurt. Yogurt is very good for the heat, or raib, kefir, milk. So we eat smoothies, which is milk and fruits, for instance. It's very good, not just the commercial smoothies, because they're loaded with sugar. And so when we eat every 3 to 4 hours, we eat yogurt and fruit or a smoothie, and then we have a nice meal.
This was my coming question regarding the number of times we should eat. I mean, it's not only 3. Snacks are very important, fluids are very important all over the day.
Absolutely.
Let's have a plan.
Absolutely, it all starts with the plan.
Yeah.
If you don't have a plan, as I say, if you don't plan to win, then you actually plan to fail. So we have to plan to have 5 meals a day for our children, especially. You have breakfast, and then after 3-4 hours they have a snack, and then 3-4 hours they have the lunch, and then a snack, and then the dinner. So here you have the 5 meals. Or you can have just snack, and then a meal. That's still okay.
Yes.
Snack is just a small meal. That's what a snack is.
According
it has to be balanced.
I mean, now, unfortunately, I don't know if this is to Google something and to use the internet and to or to depend on the experience of one of my friends, for example. Of course, this is completely wrong, because what's suitable for you can not be suitable for me at all, and of course vice versa.
Yes.
What to do to avoid that? What are the most important criteria? I mean, some would say it's my blood type, others would say no, it's genetic, others would say no, it's if I'm suffering from a chronic disease, for example, this would make my diet completely different than other. How I can judge?
I really hear you, because I have a lot of clients that they have a lot of questions, and the trends in the social media prevail, and people start bombarding, getting wrong information. And I would say, if you want to find the truth, go back to nature. Okay, anything that grows in nature has a mom, has a dad, or grows from the earth. Like the egg, it has a mom and a dad. Or the lettuce it grows from the earth. Anything else that doesn't have a mom and a dad and did not come from the earth, do not put it in your mouth. That's my number 1 rule. Number 2 rule is to regulate your meals according to a plan.
Yeah.
I would even go as far as making a plan on my mobile that it rings in those certain times, so I will not forget to miss my meal, miss my meals or my snacks. Number 3, balance. What is balance? Look at my hands. A balance, that means you have the meal consists of two things. One hand is the fruits and vegetable, and the other hand is the carbohydrates and the protein. Okay? So if I have both hands together, it's a balanced meal. For instance, I'm having a fruit and yogurt, which is a protein. Together, that's a balanced meal. Yogurt alone, no. Fruit alone, no. Yogurt with honey, no. It has to have a fruit to make it balanced. Why am I talking about balance? Because without balance, the nutrients are not going to be absorbed. And if the nutrients are not going to be absorbed, it's like nothing. You're not getting any benefit from your food, especially the children. They're not going to grow. They're not going to have the good immunity. You know, everything will be affected. Their studies will be affected because their cognition will be affected. You see what I mean? So the balance. You have to have both in every meal and snack. Even like the cookie you were showing me before, that's a carbohydrate. In order for this snack to be balanced, you need the other hand, a fruit or a vegetable. With this small cookie, there you go. You have a balanced meal. You see? It's that simple. Very simple rule.
And this is applied on all?
Everybody.
I mean, all age categories?
All age categories.
Okay.
It's just the size of the meal might be bigger, but it's the same rule. You have to have both together to ensure absorption, to ensure better immunity.
Yep, amen to that. Every time I see you, I focus on water because water is very important.
Absolutely.
Pure potable water. But here I should also emphasize about the difference between fluids and water alone. And I mean, you would say, you would find people saying, oh, I drink teas or many coffees or juice or stuff like that. So it's not important to drink water. No, the case is totally different, and I should differentiate between both. Would you please elaborate?
Sure. Amazing question, especially as we're talking about the heat. All right. You know, our bodies consist 70% of water, so without water, we have a 70% problem, okay? So we need to have 2 to 3 liters of water or liquids per day. And here, I'm gonna say the water or the liquids are water or detox water or soups or herbals. Herbals. I'm not gonna say even juices. If you have a juice, a fresh juice, once in the day, that's okay. It's considered from your water intake. But do not rely all day long on juices because that's sugar. All right? So the sugar is going to raise the insulin, which is going to raise fat storage. So yes, you're going to have the water, but you're going to have fat with that. No, we want the water to detoxify and to help your body get rid of fat. So drink water, add something to it like strawberries, oranges, lemons, ginger, mint, cucumbers to make it, you know, tasty. Drink 2 to 3 liters a day. Please.
2 to 3 liters?
2 to 3 liters a
Not
day.
less?
Not less.
And
not less than 2.
Not less than 2. In summer or in summer and winter, it's the same?
Summer, winter. Summer, go up to 3, but winter, you know, not less than 2.
Fibers.
Oh, please. Thank you for the question. What a smart question. Fibers. There are 2 kinds of fibers. You have soluble and insoluble fiber. So let's take the apple, for instance. The skin is insoluble fiber and the flesh is soluble fiber. Each fiber is playing such an important role in our health, okay? The insoluble fiber, the insoluble fiber does not get digested, but it is acting as a hoover. It just cleanses your gut, your GI tract. And then also it attracts the fat particles that you ate in that meal and breathes it out, flushes out with your toilet, with your stool. So for instance, you have a fatty meal like a big burger, you have a fibers, we like, you know, arugula or vegetables with fiber. That fiber, that insoluble fiber, is going to take the fat particles, take it out instead of sitting in your body. That's the insoluble. The soluble fiber helps with your insulin resistance, helps with your blood pressure, helps with satiety, makes you feel fuller. So, you know, so you don't eat too much. It has it's anti-cancer. It's like amazing with heart disease. So all chronic diseases, they tell you increase your fiber intake.
Amen to that. Yeast.
Yeast. again, with immunity and with cleanliness.
Yeah.
So, you know, yeast, I would say go to the natural yeast from yogurt, from rye, from cheeses, from healthy cheeses, and also you can take it from probiotics like olives and pickles.
Yep.
You know, but it's so important that in every meal and snack, you have some kind of probiotic in that snack because it helps cleanse, it helps the colon to get rid of the stool. So it also is very good for IBS and IBD, all the GI tract diseases. People, if they have constipation and or IBS, irritable bowel syndrome, they have to have a good amount of
just
yeast.
gases.
Or gases,
Yeah,
exactly.
because this is going to take me to my mood and to how food can affect my mood. You know, you are going to find people who do not like summer, for example, because, oh, my mood is always bad. It's not only about the temperature, it's about what you eat to have a bad mood with the heat. Can we have this balance?
Yes, and again, a very smart question. I have a presentation called Food for Mood. And you know what's the #1 mood enhancer? Water. That's the #1 mood enhancer.
Not chocolate?
No.
Not banana?
That will come #2. Chocolate is a mood enhancer because it has antioxidants and also it makes the blood flow faster to the brain. And so it actually helps your cognition. It helps you feel happy. Of course, it has the omega-3. It raises your serotonin levels, the happy hormones. So cocoa and dark chocolate, pure cocoa is very good. The cocoa drinks that are mixed with other additives, I don't like that.
Sure.
But pure chocolate, pure cacao is super as a mood enhancer. Also, anything that contains omega-3 like walnuts and all nuts and seeds, like peanuts, like you know, like all the seeds, chia seeds, quinoa seeds, all seeds, and then the fishes, especially salmon, and all kinds of seafood has omega-3, and the green leafy, we were talking about that.
Yep.
Green leafy vegetables have omega-3, and also the whole grains have omega-3, like oats have omega-3.
Sure.
Wheat, whole wheat has
Whole
omega-3.
wheat. When I should resort to supplements? When?
Unfortunately, if you have a chronic disease, like you cannot eat your vitamins, then you can go to supplements. But if you're healthy, you can eat and you can go to the toilet, then you don't need any supplements.
I'm also asking these questions because many people are depending on the placebo effect. I mean, when they do take vitamin C tablets, for example, oh, my immunity is now fine, I'm not going to be affected with any disease, and that's it. Despite the fact that this is not a fact, this is not something which is tangible on the ground.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, the placebo effect is
If
doing
it's only
what's
vitamin
doing.
C, then it's fine because vitamin C doesn't
No,
have
I'm just
a
giving an
toxicity.
example.
Yeah, but it's good because I really need to mention that vitamin C doesn't have a toxicity effect. It will not intoxicate your body. If you take, it will just make you have a diarrhea. If you take too much of vitamin C, you'll end up with diarrhea. But
Same with calcium, I think?
No, but if you take other vitamins,
Okay.
then you're intoxicating your body and your body doesn't need them. That's #1. #2, if you take the supplement, you do not ensure absorption. But if you take the vitamin in the natural form, balanced, then absorption. Then your body's going to absorb that vitamin. But for instance, I see a lot of people, they have vitamin B, which is a fat-soluble vitamin, right?
Vitamin B's. 2, 6, 12, you name
Yes,
it. Yeah.
vitamin B is a fat-soluble vitamin.
Yeah.
They just take it without food. No absorption. It needs fat. So you need to take vitamin B after a fatty meal. Okay? They just don't care. They just pop in the vitamins. Oh, this is good for me. This is good for me. Vitamin D also, you know, and then it's not absorbed. All right? So it's very important that you eat your vitamins
And again,
from natural sources.
With the advice of a doctor. I mean, this is not something which I should decide for myself.
Absolutely, absolutely. And also, again, with doctors, you know, the doctors, they have different methods. Some doctors like to write supplements because they are not sure that this client, this patient, is going to eat well, right?
Or to be exposed to the sun, for example, when it comes to vitamin
also
D.
with the doctor, you need to see a nutritionist to make sure, to ensure that you're eating the right food in the right balance in the right time, okay? And just don't pop all the medicine,
Yep.
that easily. It will affect your kidneys at the end of, and,
Sure. Kidney and liver, of course.
And liver, of course.
Well, changing the behavior, because unfortunately, as mothers, we do instill the bad behavior into our sons and daughters. I mean, when my son is doing something nice or did something nice, I would reward him with some sweets. And this is all the time making him or her feeling that sweets is all the time connected with good deeds or being rewarded.
Yes.
This is only one of the bad behavior styles we have. How we can get rid of that and how we can change this kind of behavior for the best interest of our kids.
Well, if you reward your kids with food and then they are obese and overweight, don't blame the kids. Because I see this a lot. You start blaming the kids for eating the breakfast flakes. I'm not going to say what type of flakes.
Yep.
And it's pure sugar. There's no nutrition in them. And then say, after a while, they say the kids don't want to eat natural foods because you did this.
Yep.
All right? So again, all parents, they need to learn about nutrition. Take the kids to, as a family, say a nutritionist to put a plan for the family. And again, eat natural. Mom, dad, coming from the earth. Don't take the easy way out, because if you're a working family and you want to just, give your kids everything from a box or a can, you'll end up spending a lot more money on doctors and medicine and, God forbid, chronic diseases, right? So you really need to install that, the food is not a reward. Candy is not a reward. Candy is not food, number one. It's really very bad for the kids and for their immunity.
We are running out of time and I do have a lot of questions, but let me ask about another bad behavior. To hang out with a friend. The very first question, what we are going to eat, where we are going to go and what we are going to have, whether a drink or a meal or stuff like that. Why we do only focus on what we are going to eat in any time we do have a picnic, in any time we do go out together.
It's like an Egyptian thing, we love
everywhere, by the way.
We love
everywhere.
No. I lived in so many countries. No, it's very Egyptian that we socialize and we mix the social with food, always, which is okay. But if we regulate, like I'm going with my friends, for instance, at 7 p.m., so I have to time my meals during the day, and I decide, it's my decision, I'm going to have a small meal or a big meal or just a drink. And anywhere you go on the menu, you will find some natural, option for you. And it depends. If you want like a dessert, get something from the natural, like an apple pie, for instance, or rice with milk, something natural. Don't choose the red velvet, the rainbow. Don't choose the colors. Don't choose the sugar. Choose something natural as much as possible.
Colors are nice when they are only vegetables or vegetables and
as I was
fruits and
telling
stuff
you
like
earlier,
that.
we have 5 colors of fruits and vegetables. These are natural. The red, white, orange, purple, and green. These are the natural colors. They don't come from a.
Yep. They are not man-made.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And my last question is about the new academic year, because we are about to start our academic year, and I think even I hate trends, by the way, and the nutrition of our kids, or how to have this lunchbox or whatever, you would find now millions of methods, millions of shapes, colors, stuff like that. But I felt that there's something wrong with the way now mothers are preparing the food for children in the school.
Yeah.
Simply what to do and what to have.
Very simple. You can put a sandwich in the lunchbox, like real bread, like baladi bread with cheese, with turkey, with eggs, with tuna. And next to that, put like cut up vegetables. And next to that, put a dip like tahina, baba ghanouг, labna, so they can dip the vegetables in. And next to that, you can put fruits. And next to that, you can put dark chocolate and some nuts or peanut butter or nut butter, Give them variety of just, or maybe like the halawat al-mulid, like simsimiyya, fuliyya, just one, it has some good stuff in it. Don't opt for the stuff that is ready-made or boxed or colors and crunchy stuff. Please don't do that. And then, if you really want to give the kids some crackers, you can make homemade crackers from seeds, from chickpeas, from a lot of things. It's going to be so easy, and the kid will make them themselves, and it will make them want to eat it.
Yep.
So please invite your kids to the kitchen. There's a lot of nice recipes. You can check online and let the kids cook their own crackers, so they stop eating all the processed stuff.
I beg your pardon. I said that this is my last question, but forgive me, only another one.
Yeah.
Because I heard that more than once, because now with the sophisticated tests we do or we go through because of symptoms unfortunately found with our kids, we find that there is something called lead poisoning, for example, with the lead poisoning for second-hand smokers who are unfortunately exposed to pollution and to smoke inside their family. You would find allergic for specific ingredients,
gluten or peanuts, or
you name it. How we can treat that?
You can treat it. You have to eliminate it. If your kid has an allergy, you have to eliminate. You have to make sure to tell the school not to be, for instance, kids that have peanut allergy, they can't have anybody
not to depend
in the
on
class.
the medication, but to eliminate.
Elimination diet. Allergy is elimination.
Yeah.
More than anything, you have to eliminate gluten. You have to eliminate that allergen that is affecting you, affecting your health. It's very simple.
Elimination diet. This is what I wanted to hear, and this is another big issue which we are going to discuss with Dr. Nahla in another time and in another episode of our program. As usual, I enjoyed our discussion.
Thank you, dear.
And inshallah, we are going, as I said, to leave you with a promise to see you again in more episodes and on our screen on Nile TV International. Thank you, Dr. Nahla. We were very much delighted to have with us Dr. Nahla Bakri, our nutritionist and our expert in behavior change. Right after this, we are going to be back. Stay tuned.